This is Sunset Vibes TV. Raw.
We're experiencing in Jamaica now. See ya. We're experiencing. Watch out. Put on us why? Watch out. Don't just blow down. Jesus Christ. Why? Let them push up. Let them shot.
A piece of see that they take out clean. I'm not on my school is up.
See piece of green piece of this here for going in the road there.
I'm going to my school. Where is my school? We see them.
Rough there, boy, rough. What's it, boy?
Biggest. Alright, we see it now.
Almost impossible.
So that's video footage showing a major problem in Jamaica. Birdsucker Avenue in Barbican is already underwater, with roads impossible to drive on because of heavy rain. This is a big concern because Jamaica constantly struggles with flooding, and now there's Tropical Storm Melissa coming. The government has issued a watch, warning people to get ready for more heavy rain, flash floods, and landslides as the slow-moving storm gets closer.
This guy is coming. This is he made it. I think he did.
Big impacts from Tropical Storm Melissa. Right now, only moving at 1 mile per hour. So as of 8 a.m. Friday, it's about to, though, explode in intensity this weekend. And the current track has it wrapping around Jamaica, which would be a worst case scenario. See how the timing, it's really slow. It moves just south of Jamaica and then west of Jamaica in the current track. Again, it could move anywhere within this bubble, but far too close to Jamaica for comfort. And that right side is the dirty side of a storm, meaning that's where the worst impacts are. The flash flooding, the mudslides, the surge, the hurricane force winds on the order of a major hurricane. So we're talking Cat 3 or 4. And then it takes it out toward Cuba by Wednesday morning. The storm was already deadly in Haiti. A tree fell on a man. We've seen now the warnings for 8 to 14 inches of rain. And some of these places have elevation. So when you add that, flash flooding, mudslides, debris flows, all on the table as we go into this weekend and the start of next week. Up to this point, we've been watching wind shear, which is the really fast air at higher altitudes in our atmosphere, kind of cutting down or keeping like a fence over Florida and parts of the Caribbean, but that's going to open up a little. See, on Sunday, there's a little opening here, less of that, so more conducive environment for that path of least resistance for this storm to follow, and that's why there's a little opening and eventually could get picked up there and shot out.
Tropical Storm Melissa does not represent a serious threat. Unfortunately, it will be moving very slowly over the next 5 days, and starting tomorrow, atmospheric conditions are expected to become extremely favorable for rapid strengthening, potentially reaching Category 4 or even Category 5 strength as it passes near or over Jamaica. In addition, with this slow forward movement, historic rainfall is also expected across parts of Haiti, Jamaica, and Cuba. Therefore, it is important not only to prepare for extreme winds but also for a period of intense and prolonged rainfall that will cause serious flooding and landslide problems. If we look at the infrared satellite animation, we can see that the circulation of Tropical Storm Melissa remains asymmetric, and we can also see an outer band moving over parts of southern and eastern Dominican Republic. This rain will affect the country through the rest of the night, potentially causing flooding in Dominican territory. In fact, models project that over the next 5 days, between 200 and 300 millimeters of rainfall could accumulate along the southern coast of the Dominican Republic and southern Haiti. Now, let's look at the latest projection from the track models. Unlike previous days, today we have a clearer picture and greater confidence in the forecast that the system will move very close to or over the island of Jamaica, which means that the system will affect the area for a period of 5 to 6 days, that is, until Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. This definitely worsens the situation, since the cyclone's effects will last for many days, putting lives and property at risk. And notice that almost all models show a track extremely close to or directly over Jamaica, except for the American model, which continues to insist on a path near or over Haiti, a solution we continue to rule out. In fact, when we analyze the ensemble members of the different models, you can see that the probabilities of impacting Jamaica are already considered high, with probably over a 70% chance that the center will move over the island.
October 24th morning update on Hurricane Melissa, using the latest satellite and forecast data. Almost all major weather models now agree. Melissa is heading for a direct hit on Jamaica. The storm has slowed to a near standstill just south of the island and continues to strengthen rapidly over record-hot Caribbean waters. Forecasters expect Melissa to reach Category 4 or possibly Category 5 strength as it moves directly over or across the island this weekend. This is a worst-case setup. Jamaica is expected to remain under hurricane conditions for 2 to 3 full days, with wind gusts exceeding 150 miles per hour, storm surge along the southern coast, and rainfall totals of 25 to 35 inches or more. The longer Melissa stalls, the greater the damage will be. The surrounding atmosphere is completely saturated with tropical moisture, meaning continuous, heavy rainfall across the entire island. Hillsides are at risk of collapsing. Rivers will overflow, and flooding could reach catastrophic levels, especially in central and eastern Jamaica. Power outages, communication blackouts, and major infrastructure damage are all likely. Many areas could become isolated once the storm's core moves ashore. Emergency alerts are in effect across Jamaica. Hospitals are on emergency footing, and officials are urging evacuations from coastal and flood-prone regions before conditions deteriorate further. After crossing Jamaica, Melissa is projected to continue toward eastern Cuba and Haiti early next week, carrying its flooding risk northward. We will be keeping a close eye on developments and will update when needed.
In the Caribbean, Tropical Storm Melissa is about to explode. Check this out. Right now, it's only got 45-mile-per-hour winds, but the National Hurricane Center is forecasting rapid intensification starting tomorrow. We're talking about going from a tropical storm to a Category 4, almost Category 5, in just 3 or 4 days. And here's the big problem. This thing is barely moving. It's been sitting in the same spot for hours, and when it does start moving, it's going to crawl westward at a snail's pace. Jamaica is in serious trouble. They could see hurricane conditions starting as early as tomorrow, and that won't stop for days. And in southwest Haiti, we could be looking at catastrophic flooding coming this weekend. The storm's path has it going dangerously close to Jamaica, kind of just dancing right around it, dumping all that rain and heavy wind in the same area for an extended period of time, and then it starts going up towards Cuba. And while the worst of this storm is almost certainly going to be in Jamaica and Cuba and places like that, folks in the Bahamas and even in the southern part of Florida should be paying attention to this forecast. That recurve at the end is going to start to bring this thing northward next week. But if you're in Jamaica, you've got to start your preparations now.